right. Back at it again. Another case break. Finally got this one filled. Let's do the usual and share it on social media outlets. Good to go there. What's going on, John Lee? We are going to be running personals after this as well. I think we have 2 personals queued. Welcome back, Jedi Joe. A much quieter and calmer environment. YouTube streams. And some posts on Instagram are just too funny. Alright. We are live. Oh, let's do this. That's what we usually do. While you guys are waiting. Thank you all for the fill. Almost was not able to make it happen. It went from me breaking to Brian breaking to back to me breaking, so it is what it is. We just really just wanted to break at this point. Sacrifices were made, but here we are. Really hoping to see a Nebula in this one. Alright, why is this not working on Instagram? Alright, we're good now. So this is going to be a nice little easy one, of course. It is a case of choice. We got Andrew in the house. We have Alexis as well, and Joshua, Marty. What's going on, Wicked Tacos? Only doing one break tonight. Yes, 1 case break. We're going to do personals after this, so feel free to grab some breakfast bags, hangers, hobby boxes, whatever's available on the website, breakfastcards.com. But alright, thank you all again for the fill once again. It's going to be a nice, simple, relaxing one here. Not going to be dealing with a lot of base either, so. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good luck. Thank you, Boston Hammer, to closing it out in a very nice, fashionable, and timely style. There's like, goes in like that. I've never seen that before. It's probably because of the box itself. Maybe those 4 are the special boxes. Who knows? Excuse me. I really had to muffle that sneeze. Sometimes you can tell how loud a sneeze is going to be, so you gotta prep for it. Alright, Nebula time. Here we come. Very distant thunk there. Alright, the shrink wrap this year is very weird. You can't do what traditionally you've been able to do with these in terms of setup. Alright, let's put the rest here. 5 by 4 equals 20. There we go. Covering the obsidian boxes in the back. We did pull a 1-of-1 Cannavaro on Whatnot. Let me show you guys if you didn't see it. So it was actually really sick. Blue Finite, 1 of 1 Aurora autographs. The autograph is super clean. Couldn't believe it that he was wearing Real Madrid, but there you go. 1 of 1. I think this spot was like $16. $16 for the spot. Ended up getting 1 of 1. All right. Let's get to breaking. I was like, where are all the packs? They're right here. Good luck, guys. Box number 1. We haven't ripped this since release week. A lot of product has come out since then. So this product is actually trying to compete with all those other ones. All right, and I think we have the cherry blossoms. There it is, first cherry blossom. And our first autograph is Alisson Becker. I already forgot the format for this. Should probably try to figure it out. We have Declan Rice, and we have red, white, and blue. Golding and Joao Pedro. How is there already ads? We've barely been here for like 15 minutes. And Jason Steele is going to be our cherry blossom, 6 out of 20. For Brighton. I think this one's going to Nishi. Nice Alisson autograph. Back in sets again. Alright, let's put the autos over there. Silvers over here. Let's see box number 2. Alright, silver, looks like we have a tiger, and then we have red, white, and blue, and we have a choice red with an auto behind it, and a regular choice, red, white, and blue. It feels so much more free to move around the screen rather than just a vertical prison cell. Alright, Jorginho Rutter. Brighton is in the lead in terms of parallels so far. Let's see, the red choice should be out of 30. Nice little color match, red on red. Dominic Soboslai. In our autograph, it's going to be Carvalho. Fabio Carvalho. And we're going to need some more penny sleeves here in a little bit. It's crazy how quickly you run through like 100 penny sleeves. All right, there's sleeves right there. Box number 3. I really want to do a case of 2020 Prizm. We used to do so much of that, it's like channel identity, and we haven't ran one of those in, I feel like, almost a year at this point. Alright, a Bergvall, and another silver, and then we got these two guys in the back with Evan Ferguson. Red, white, blue, and red, white, blue. Looks like red once again. Jose Sa. And the autograph is going to be Gilberto Silva. This is the first time I see this one. Going to Arsenal Others. Nice little throwback here. Alright, there we go. I think that one is going to Carlos. And this red going to Andrew. Oh man, excuse me guys. It's like all this chrome dust got into my nose from the Whatnot stream. Okay, where do we put this? Let's put this over there. Alright, 20% of the case about to be complete here. Ethan Nwaneri. Looks like there's a zebra. Forgot zebras were in here. Manuel Ugarte. Solanke. Nwaneri. Silver. And then we have a choice Brennan Johnson. And Joe Gomez for Liverpool Others. Horizontal blue auto. Could this be Hazard? It is not. It is Tosin. Chelsea Others. Penmanship Tosin. Alright, Joe Gomez should be number 215, I think. There we go. 2 out of 15. Got a zebra and a tiger from this box. Let's find a Dan Burns zebra. Is that the only one you're missing? That would be my guess. Box number 5. You got a zebra, silver, silver. I'm waiting to see those signature nebula colors. Marco Correa and Beto. Do we have a Beto in this break? We do have a Beto in this break. It's not going to him though. This one's going to OD Toasty, Everton fan. Stepped in for Liam and Big Cat. Alright, I guess I'm sleeving those at the end anyway. Alright, let's see the autograph. Castagna looks a little concerned. This is going to Fulham. Gazaldino. And a Cherry Blossom. Sakura is going to be Manuel Akanji. 5 out of 20 for City Others. Going to Christopher. Second Cherry Blossom. What is that? I really hope that's a black choice auto 101, but I feel like we're getting trolled. Maybe. You never know. You never know. I'd love to see a Nebula and a black choice in the same case. I think BTL just did that like literally yesterday, the day before. You got a Saka Nebula and then a Thierry Henry 101. Okay, so it's not a 101. It's a legend, I think. Lloyd Kelly taking us to take it easy on the prediction. Eden Hazard. Penmanship, signatures, choice. Going to Tang Oi. Nice Eden Hazard. Let's put him center stage for now. What's going on, Ted? Welcome back. we have J. Carroll, aka Jacaro. Welcome back. Captain Cat as well. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back, guys. Alright, this should be Ismail Assar, red, white, blue, and red, white, blue. And we have a red goalkeeper, Ariola, and our auto is going to be Elliot Anderson for Nottingham Forest. Nine out of 30. Did we look at the number for this one? 11 out of 30. I don't think we did. Alright, after this should be 40% done with the case. Alright, another zebra and another tiger. Silver 1, silver 2. Then we have, what is that, an insert? Jack Grealish, and our tiger is Luis Diaz. Going to Farjo. Best tiger so far. Let's see the zebra after the auto. Auto is going to be Jolion Lescott. Another one for Everton. Alright, got the sniffles somehow. Is that Emi Martinez? That is Emi Martinez. Got quite a few keepers so far in this case. Aston Villa going to Boston Hammer, 2 out of 15. Our, what is that, second? Yeah, only 2 zebras so far. I don't know, didn't something happen like in Canada? Did they get like wildfires? Is that what's going on? It was pretty, I don't know, I mean this didn't happen during the Whatnot stream. It happened after the Whatnot stream. Didn't go outside since, so not sure what's going on. Let's do this. Robin Burke pulled his rookie earlier today, and Pedro Neto, congratulations on winning the Nations League. Going to Tang Oi. And auto is going to be base. Vitaly Yanalt. That's who people were talking about today in the Whatnot stream. For who you could get in the Brentford spot in terms of autos. And Canada fires must be brutal, especially in a cold climate like that. It's so weird. These top loaders smell like cherry soda. And this guy, once again, Vitaly Yanalt. Red on red. 13 out of 30. Let's get something spectacular here. So are the usual case hit inserts in choice? I mean, that's what they said on the website, but honestly, it doesn't say it on the box, so I don't know if we can believe them. All right. Fireworks, Sunny, red, white, and blue, Garnacho, and Jack Harrison. And then that's the auto, silver 1, silver 2, silver 3, and a red Adam Warden, and Antoine Semenyo. Crystal Palace, 12 of 30. All right, I think we are past the halfway mark at this point. There he is. Yeah, I think the first one we got was just a base, right? So we got all right, here's a gold auto. It's gonna be fun. Gold auto and a cherry blossom. Could be another Eden Hazard. You never know. Luis Diaz, and Tiger is going to be Calvin Bassey for Fulham. Red, white, blue, Luis Diaz. Nice, James Madison, good old Mr. Dart player. And vertical, rookie. Is that Amari Hutchinson? No, that's definitely not Amari Hutchinson. Who is this? Who would be a rookie blue team auto? We have George Hurst for Ipswich, 2 out of 10. Going to Zach K. We still can actually get 1 to 2 more gold autographs from this case. I've seen cases with 3 golds. I've seen cases with 0 sometimes. It's kind of just how it works out. 6 out of 20, James Madison. Tottenham others, I think this one is going to Bacarlison. Surprised he... Oh, I was just about to say, surprised he's not in the stream. Always makes an appearance when there's something pulled for him. Alright, let's put Madison actually over here. Let's move these guys out of the way. I want to see a Nebula, to be honest. Nebula is always my favorite from choice. Not the last couple years, because they've been like symmetric design. The asymmetry in Nebula is like the most beautiful aspect of it. Alright. Kevin Shade, Danny Welbeck, and an insert. We gotta see a Nebula, because they got these from Panini directly, so they better... Bernardo Silva, covering a Bernardo Silva. I mean, if they hook it up, I don't want to know that they hooked it up, but at the same time, hook it up, please. 12 out of 30. All right, let's see what else we got. Nebula Madison would be incredible to look at. I think for you, though, a Nebula Richarlison would be on a whole different level. There's Lewis Skelly. We got a zebra and a tiger once again. Let's do this. Center stage. A little bit of a spoiler on the tiger. It is going to be Christopher Ayer. Maybe not so much of a spoiler anymore. Brentford. Ooh, Nebula Sala. That's really what I'm sure a lot of us want to see. That would be pretty sick. All right. Tiger, and our autograph is Shadi Riyadh. Crystal Palace. Can't say I've seen this guy's auto before. Wasn't this guy in like Bundesliga? I'm trying to remember where he used to play. Either Bundesliga or like La Liga. Tiger is going to be a Liam Delap. 12 out of 15. He's going to Chelsea, right? So he's going to go full circle with Cole Palmer. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's not a bad idea. They have the City Academy connection, and if he plays up top and Cole Palmer has, been playing with him since they were young, I think they might tear stuff up over there. You guys agree? That's if he's going to Chelsea. I think I saw either unconfirmed or just like rumors or whatever. Delap going to Chelsea spot. Taking on the number 9 curse at Chelsea. Well, we'll see. Delap and Palmer link up is going to be dirty. Yep, I agree. They both improved significantly from when they first played. All right, Cherry, Auto, Dan Byrne, so close. It's not a zebra. And we have Wilfred and Didi. I think I just inhaled some chrome dust. I felt that one. Maybe it was the cinnamon from the horchata. Honestly, it could be either. Cinnamon can really cause some damage, guys. All right, Alex Iwobi, and our auto is Nick Pope. All right, there is the Cherry Blossom. 8 out of 20. Chelsea's gonna ruin another striker. We shall wait and see. All right, there's the Cherry Blossoms there. Here, let's put these guys on some stands. And don't forget, we are running personals after this, guys, so feel free to grab some from the website. Here, let's move Gilberto Silva over there. All right. Almost at the final quarter of the case. I mean, Nick Pope has to have one auto per case. Any EPL product. Any EPL Prizm. Alright. Cherry Blossom again. We have Leslie Ugochukwu, Takehiro Tomiyasu, and Kobe Mainu. That's what it looks like. I think this is going to Jedi Joe. I think he took all the Man United spots. Nice Mainu Tiger. Let's see this autograph. Wes Brown, that's what it looks like. I swear I thought he only had... That's what the card looks like. I thought he only had redemptions. I've only seen redemption so far. Well, that's what the card looks like. Guess they don't have enough of his autos. There we go, Jedi Joe. Cherry Blossom, going to Leicester. James Justin. 14 out of 20. Alright, we need like some sort of action here, guys. Is this why we took forever to fill this one? Is that why, guys? I had to put some heavy discount on these too. Sacrifices were made. Alright. Let's take the auto. It's going to be kaleidoscopic. And 2 red, white, and blues. Nathan Collins. For Wolves, we have Mateusz Cunha. Also, I feel like you get one of his autos per case. Gold Cunha auto would be incredible. Brandon Johnson, Spurs others. 14 out of 30. All right, the final 4. Final countdown. Yeah, Cunha auto looks like a proper autograph. Please be another gold autograph here. I thought I saw. Oh, I was trying to pull a Tweety line, but it might have sounded weird at this point. But I did see a gold auto. That's what I was trying to do. Andres Pereira, Odegaard, and Tiger Virgil van Dijk. The biggest tiger in the league. I'm glad he recovered from whatever he was going through mentally, like 2 years ago. Like he had just like a mental block on performance. He just was not doing well on the field at all. But bounced back. Christian Norgard. Please be a legend banger autograph here. Please. Is that Jamie Vardy? Oh no, it's not. It's Philip Jurgensen. Why? I saw the haircut. I was like, is that Vardy? Does Vardy even have... I think Vardy has autos in Select. I forgot if he has autos in Prizm. Philip Jurgensen going to Chelsea. Chelsea others. Not who I would expect to see for a Chelsea auto, but here we are. Second auto. Hopefully this is a 3 gold auto case. If not, then we need a Nebula like right now. We really do. Should we even put them up there? Why not? It's gold. Gold's gold. Gold's gold. That would have been sick if it was Jamie Vardy. Hey, John Lee is becoming very good at this forehead game as well. Alright, Nebula, please. Jeremy Doku, and 2 red, white, and blues. The red is going to be Fabio Carvalho, and we have Alexander Lacazette. They had enough of these sitting around that they're like, alright, let's throw them in a year, product year that's like 3 years after he left the club or something. 8 out of 30. Yeah, it's a lot of keepers. Zebra usually is accompanied with a tiger, but I don't see a tiger in this one. There's Taiwo Awani. 2 red, white, and blues. Auto is going to be... I was like, that looks weird. Why does it look green? Bruno Guimaraes. I think Jolly grabbed this spot. Zebra. Definitely not Dan Burn. That looks like Kai Havertz. There's not Kai Havertz. Today is not a good day for these guesses. What's going on? Ryan Christie. And the same haircut and top portion of the forehead. Alright guys, last box. Do you guys think we can get a Nebula from this one? We already got 2 golds. I don't know. Alright, please let there be a Nebula in here somewhere. At least we got a green. Whew, we got a green out of 5. We got something numbered lower than 10. Alright, Ilya Zabarny and Murillo. Vicario, what is a EPL Prizm case without his autograph? How many of these do you have at this point, Vicarlison? Probably like 20 Vicario autos from Prizm alone. Alright, rookie. Oh, I think that is him. I think that is Lucas Bergvall. 3 of 5. Finally ended the case with a bang. Look at that. Green choice, Lucas Bergvall. So close to a Nebula. This one is going to Messi forever. 3 out of 5, Lucas Bergvall. The very last card, the very last pack, very last box. Love to see it. All right. Man, the autos were like... Did we get a case at auto? Is it the... I think it's Aiden Hazard, actually. I think the case at auto is a Hazard. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but... Alright, let's do a recap here, ladies and gentlemen, and then we're going to move to personals. I think we already have a few queued up here. Alright, this is stuff in the back. Thank you all for grabbing spots in this one. If we didn't pull you anything that you're looking for, hopefully, in future breaks. Special shout out to Boston Hammer. Alright. So here are the autos. This is the recap of everything not on the wall. Oh, we got ads. Vicario, Guimaraes, Lacazette, Cunha, Brown, Silva, Pope, Riyad, Silva, Semenyo, Janelt, Lescott, Anderson, Castagna, Tosin, Carvalho, and Allison Becker. And our red choice parallels out of 30, Carvalho, Johnson, Silva, Warden, Janelt, Areola, Kelly, Jose Sa, and Soboslai. Then we have the Cherry Blossom out of 20. Norgard, Justin, Iwobi, Steele, and Akanji. And the Tigers, Virgil van Dijk is our coolest one. Menu, Didi, Ayer, Bassi, Neto, Diaz, Beto, Ugarte, and Ruter. And our Zebras, out of 15, we have Christie, Delap, Martinez, and Gomez. Liverpool did pretty well this case. We have gold out of 10, auto for Ipswich, George Hurst, Jorgensen, to Chelsea others, James Madison, Eden Hazard, the best auto of the case, and then the best card of the whole case. For now, Lucas Bergvall, 3 of 5. There we go. That is the case. We're going to move to personals right now. Thank you all once again for joining the break. All cards shipped from this one. It's like basically no base. Alright, let's see what other requests were put in while we were breaking. Farjo got a Allison Becker auto. Oh, took all of Liverpool. I thought Liverpool was split between a couple guys. Alright, let's see what else we have. So this is going to be one of the breakfast bags. That's Quesaldino. Then we have Wicked Tacos with a hanger. I think Greg also has a breakfast bag. Alright. See what we got. Here's the hanger. Okay, this one. Wicked Tacos. This is Quesaldino. And this is Greg. Let's do this one first so I can just write on the box. For Wicked Tacos. Alright, let me add that to the queue. I think we just got another request as well. we have Johan with a Chronicles. No more breakaway to rip live. Let me see. I don't think so. I thought there was like one box. Nope, no more breakaway to rip live for now. I think we are going to be getting more in like a couple days. All right, here we go. There's one of these for Mr. Johan. Had those H2 for too long. I know, way too long. Like seriously, way too long. I mean, Rafinha and Pedri and Valverde and like maybe some other guys, rookies in there. For the price point, I don't think it's that bad. It's not perfect, but it's not that bad. Basically, this is like a mega box, right? Like we can think of it as a mega box. 3 leagues. You can get 1-of-1 autos. You get numbered blues out of 16. Was it 16? Yeah, let me take a look. No, actually, 16 was like out of the cello packs. Out of 149. What's that? Oh, autos can be like out of 149. I think autos can be like numbered higher than that too. All right, let's start with Quesaldinho since he's been waiting the longest. Breakaway case group break. I don't think we'll be doing another one of those. We'll see what happens in like a week. Maybe. Let's actually do things like that. All right. Where's the pack? Sure, you can get 1-of-1 gold powers from these. Yep. If we actually pull a gold power from breakfast bag, that would be amazing. (2018) Donruss. We have a Jonathan Gonzalez, a rookie for Mexico. Ageless Alchemy, Henrik Larsson. That is it for Quesaldinho's breakfast bag. Unfortunately, no numbered card. Not the brightest breakfast bag out there, unfortunately, but appreciate you grabbing that one. Let's cross this one off the list. Let's do Wicked Tacos. Can we finally see a kaboom? Is it possible? There's Eze base, rookie base. And the Green Wave, Jeff Hendrick. Wow. Wow, look at this. If there's any single rookie you want to get, this is definitely one of the ones on the list. SSP Pink Stars. Eze, I don't know how many have ever been sold. I can't imagine it's that many actually. These are really, believe it or not, these are pretty rare. These Pink Stars. Actually, let's make it stronger. All right, Ross Barkley to end things off there. Nice one for Wicked Tacos here. Eze Pink Stars. What is that, 17 bucks per hanger? You get kabooms from those. Not too shabby. Alrighty. Thank you, Wicked Tacos. Nice Eze there. Let's do Greg's breakfast bag. And then we'll go to Johan's. Greg, are you serious? We got a 2017 pack. Here we go, Bobby 1-of-1 Superfractor. That's crazy. Did it again. I don't even know how many of these packs are left. There's got to be like, I think that's like the 7th or 8th pack that we pulled from breakfast bags. So there's like 10 left at least. Wow. I'd love to see it. always think these are one of ones. Rico Lewis, Douglas Luiz, and Ross Barkley. All right, if we're not going to pull Mbappe 1 of 1 from that pack, let's pull someone else's 1 of 1 at least. I would go crazy. All right, numbered card. Can we get Alphonso Davies rookie? No, but it is a Dele Alli. Purple velocity out of 125. How clean these things look. Quality control back then was incredible. Ederson, Luis Suarez, and double base there. All right, good luck. Good luck, Greg. $150 pack. That's the ceiling. From $29.99. All right. Oh, no way. We got an orange. Orange out of 25. My goodness. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? I'm trying to separate these cards. They're borderline stuck together. All right, Pogba. What is this going to be? Who is that? No, not another goalkeeper. Man, these cards are beautiful. These cards are just insane. 20 out of 25 for Basil Thomas Vaclik. That's crazy though. How many times can you say that you got a pack and pull the orange out of 25 from these? Sometimes you only get one of these per case. Case is like 30 grand almost for that product. Actually, I need a 55-point top loader. Ran out. Let me go get another one. Could have been. I mean, imagine if that was a Messi. If that was Messi, FedEx would be knocking on my door, and I would have to abruptly shut the stream. I would be gone for a few years. All right. Either FedEx or Brandon Cooks. One of those guys would show up. Try to help me put a value on the Messi orange. Man, if the Mbappe Superfractor gets hit, like if I personally pull it, it's like such a... It's going to be one of the biggest cards in the hobby that has been hiding for a very, very long time. It would be all over the news, I can guarantee that. Anyone who knows anyone who doesn't know anyone would also be talking about it for like months. But yeah, if we do pull it for you, definitely gonna fly over and meet whoever would own that card at that point. So, all right, 2 numbered cards from a breakfast bag. A nice orange 2017 Topps Chrome. Congrats, Greg. Thank you for grabbing that bag. Let's put it down over there. And let's see if we have any other requests. I think that may or may not be it. We have Johan's H2 bag, or H2 box. Let's not forget about that. Has the Rafinha Black Circles 1 of 1 been hit? I think Rafinha has a couple cards in the checklist. A Prizm and a regular Panini, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Select. It's probably going to be hit by a 5-year-old with his dad, and SLI will post about it on their page. You got to talk about the caption. I mean, I can already see the post too. I know exactly what you're referring to. That's why it's hilarious. 5-year-old son pulled the life-changing card from a pack from Walmart. Something like that. They bought the 2017 pack from Walmart. All right, who here is going to SoCo, guys? Who is going to be there? Aside from the people that are already on our SoCo team, who is going to be there? It's going to be a pretty crazy event this year. I thought last year was crazy. Is that a black 1 of 1? Please be a black 1 of 1. I don't know what that is, but that looks very black to me. Hopefully that's not just like the edge of whatever Prizm card that is. I don't want to get your hopes up, Johan, but that may or may not be. Yeah, it's just illusions. We got trolled. We had it coming. We're hoping for too much. Aaron Hickey. So far just base. Luigi Sepe. Our first silver. Second silver is going to be Rabiot and Hakimi. Oh, that's what the top edge looks very dark. That's what I thought was black. Non-numbered Hakimi blue back in his Inter Milan days. Of course, he beat his older team to get the Champions League. Salamakers, Donnarumma, and Razvan Marin. Actually, let's put these base chromes to the side. All right. Breakfast Master Troll. So I don't, first of all, I'm the first one to be trolled when that happens. Let's not forget. But it's more like a community troll. Like you guys, if I get trolled, everyone else gets trolled. All right, what is that rated rookie? Is that Pedri? It could be Pedri. Yunus Musa, Valencia rookie. All right, we have a blue, Alex Moreno. Silver, Gabriel Paulista. Base, Jose Lu base. Oh, it is not Pedri, it is Manu Sanchez. And Serginho Dest, rookie. All right, this is it. We either get a Rafinha or this is going to be just another random H2 box. I think we got a patch. All right, so we got something. We got something other than a bunch of base cards and silvers and blues. Sander Berge. Silver. I can't even read. Darnell Furlong. Can you guys even read that from here? I'm sure no one. It's like barely. Chris Wood, Burnley days. Semi Ajayi. Nico Williams rookie. My goodness. What a throwback product. Callum Robinson, Snodgrass, and we have a Brandon Williams rookie ticket. I don't know what's going on with him right now, but I don't think it's good. All right, please be a Messi. MM. This could be Marshall Mathers. Could be feature rapper here. We have Mason Mount out of 25. Who would have thought? I don't know you could get these out of 25. Thought it was like 199 or 149. 18. Is that 18? No, 10. 10 out of 25. And it's probably going to be player worn or match worn. Match worn. Look at that. We rarely see that from Panini nowadays. That is really cool. Match worn Mason Mount out of 25. Chelsea days. Done did it. I think that's a little thinner than 130 point. That went in very quickly actually. Let me get 100 point for this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot you're a Chelsea fan. Worked out perfectly. I think actually this is thicker than a 100 point. Yeah, it's thicker than a 100 point. Maybe it's 120. I think 120 is perfect. It's like the only choice at this point. Yeah, there we go. Match worn Mason Mount patch Triple patch out of 25. Alright, not too shabby. Match worn makes me happy. I think it makes all of us happy. Ted Y says, I'd say sheesh, but let him burn. Alright, here we go. Thanks for grabbing this one, Johan. I'll just keep the cards all chilling over here for now. Let me see our other requests. I think someone grabbed a hanger. Marty. I don't see it. I don't know if it went through. Unless you send me a message elsewhere. Let me double check. Yeah, I don't think that went through, Marty. If it's showing on your end, the bank is going to reverse it within like 24 to 72 hours or something like that. Oh, I see. That was like a while ago. Oh, all right. Never mind. It went through. Oh, you just did it. Okay. Let's wait until we rip this one. Good luck. We finally going to see Kaboom. Knowing your luck, might as well. Let's just trying to find some real estate for this. Oh, we got another request for these hangers. It's like Joseph. Yep. James MacArthur. Luke Shaw. Alon. Wow, this looks very, very similar to the one we had on Whatnot. No way, that's exactly the same one. That's exactly the sequence. What in the world? Alright, no Ezes. No chase rookies from this one, unfortunately. Thank you, Marty. No Kaboom. Maybe it's in this next one. Let's see what we can do for Joseph. Here's a recap. Alberto, was that one of one that was pulled from the same box the guy wanted a refund? No, because if it was, I'm actually glad it's not. It was from the group break. If it was, I'm sure he would try to be like, oh, never mind. I didn't want to cancel it, actually. Or whatever. Well, I'm glad we don't have to deal with him ever again. All right, good luck, Joseph. Let me show you guys the one-of-one once again for those of you who were not live during the Whatnot session. You got a very sick Fabio Cannavaro Blue Finite 1/1 autograph in a Real Madrid jersey. $16 spot. And we got a gold flood in the same box. It was a Pablo Solari from River Plate. I don't see any kabooms. I wonder when it's going to pop up. We've definitely done a case break of this product a long time ago. Maybe a couple. Nathan Tella, Kasper Schmeichel, and Courtney Hauser. Yeah, it was basically a personal. It was a personal of this exact Obsidian. This is the box that was actually returned. So not like a return, but they like got it for personal. They somehow could not wait for like 2 breaks to finish because that's when the personals are going to be. I was like, I told them in advance. I was like, yeah, it's going to run after these 2 boxes in the personals. And then I think we're like 1 personal away, and then he comes in, or sorry, 1 group break away, and he comes in and was like, you haven't ripped the box yet. I want to cancel or whatever. Like, all right. I don't want to deal with this. I was like, we don't ever cancel boxes on here. But I honestly just was not trying to deal with that at all. And I didn't want him to make any sort of scene. We're starting to grow on Whatnot. So I didn't want Whatnot involved either. Whatever he would try to do. So I just canceled it. I was like, all right, canceled it. But you're not, good luck trying to get anything else in the future. All right, I think that's it for personals. Unless anyone else has any requests. I need to figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the impeccable breaks. Doing a case so far. I think we might do 1 box randoms. Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking. I was like, you canceled that box. If that has the Lamine Yamal 1/1 Blue Finite, I would like seriously lose my mind. That would be insane. Alright guys, I don't think there's any other requests. It is past midnight. It is Sunday. Now it's Monday. So appreciate you all hanging out. How much for that Obsidian, says Markiki? Let me see on the website what we have it for. $519.99. So it's a little bit more expensive on Whatnot because the Whatnot fees. Whatnot has like much higher fees than what we use currently. So let's make that one RT. We could. What would the RT be? Let's see. I think there's definitely more than 20 teams. Let's say there's definitely like 40 spots or whatever. Let's say 30 teams. Maybe like 18 bucks a spot. We could. Everything's possible. Everything is possible. But yeah, I honestly don't know when we're going to be able to get any more Obsidian, so maybe I should do like a group break with that one. Because where I usually get them from, they've sold out. So, because the Lamine Mall hype. And I feel like if they're going to restock, they're going to be like, oh, somehow we raised the box price magically. What I like about you being able to break off Whatnot and make it possible. I mean, yeah, primarily YouTube. That's the platform, right? So with freedom comes a lot of room to be able to do a lot of different things. That was like a big reason why we tried Whatnot for a little bit, and then we like stopped it for almost like 7 months, and then they kind of talked us into it again. Of course, some incentives here and there, but they were really cool about it. They're really nice. They're very helpful. They're trying to guide us through the whole process stuff. So I mean, I think Whatnot is a very helpful and very useful platform to use. It's just very time consuming. It is extremely, extremely time consuming for, you know, breakers who are used to using like YouTube. So yeah, but now we're back. We're gonna try to do some cool breaks on there as well. But we're gonna continue YouTube. That's our primary platform. So thank you all once again. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining the breaks. Have a great rest of your night, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, guys. And yeah, take care. As always, see you in the next one.